Wow. I never noticed how much I went like this. You know, about 4 times in that opening. So, anyway, good morning. Bet you're wondering what's on my mind. Let me tell you what's on my mind. First of all, I wanted to be in white pants today. And I'm not in white pants. You know why I'm not in white pants? Because a certain little Ella Bella, as we like to call her, decided that she wanted to be picked up. And she came up to me. Ah! Yes, I'll pick you up in just a second. Ah! I'm gonna pick... Ah! Oh my God, she came right up my leg. Problem is that I had bare legs. Scratched me right down my... Oh. I love her, though. I love her. Cute Ella Bella video coming up after this. Also, I'm not watching the Democratic National Convention. I'm all conventioned out. These people are... They just have to give their speeches, and you know what? There's no way in hell I'm going to support Trump. I can't. I think he's a dangerous man. Now, I saw an article the other day that says not supporting Trump, and if Trump loses, we're going to end up, and Clinton wins, we're going to end up with a worse candidate next time. But I don't think so. I think Republicans like Gary Johnson, I'm not going to vote for him either. Because the Republican platform is just too dangerous. So there's no way I can vote for him either. But I think Ron Johnson and Paul Ryan, the two people in the Republican Party I'm voting against, besides not voting for Trump, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. They don't understand what this country needs. We cannot keep lowering taxes. What they're trying to do is starve the government. The reason we go into debt all the time is because we're not getting enough revenue from our taxes. And if you think you're taxed enough already, you're full of shit. Because you're not. And if you know your history, you know that lower taxes eventually led and lower wages eventually led to a huge depression. You want to know why our wages have been stagnant for the last 35 years? Because the trickle-down theory doesn't work. And yes, the Republicans want to take this country back to the 1950s. I say, let them. I can hear you guys all now. Oh my God, Julie! You can't! Look how we treated black people back then. Look how we treated women. Yeah, okay. I don't want to take this country back socially to the 1950s. I don't. But I would like to take this country back fiscally to the 1950s. What was going on in the 1950s? Well, first of all, we had one of the highest tax rates that we have ever had in the 1950s. So that idiot, and you know who you are, who is actually stupid enough to say that our taxes have never been higher, look again, asshole. Look again, because that's not true. They were the highest in the 1950s. And what did we do with that money? Well, I'm driving on it. We built the interstate system. We just improved this country. We made amazing technological gains. And if you look at the 1960s, we made even more. We put a man on the moon. JFK stood there at the beginning of the 1960s and said, by the end of this decade, we're going to the moon, and we did. And we did. We certainly didn't do it with private enterprise, but all of this stuff that we used to get a man to the moon is what we're using now. It's what we're using now, people. So, you know, let's just cut the crap. You know what else was good in the 50s? Unions. We had very strong unions, which meant, and it was a man, it meant that only one parent had to work. You could buy a little house, buy a car, and support your family, and even send your kids to college on one income. Can't do that now, can you? And not do that now. I make a lot of money, and we would not make it without Cheryl's income. You cannot do it now. Now, I don't want to go back to the fact that the breadwinner has to be the woman. I think some men are meant to raise their kids and stay home. And some women are meant to go out there and hustle for a buck. And that didn't come out the way I meant. Some women are better at being business people than men are. So let's see, there I go again. Let's fix that, But we've got to start paying. You could have a factory job. And let me explain something about factory jobs. Unless you're the electrician or the HVAC guy or an engineer or something like that, your factory job was considered unskilled labor. So what else is unskilled labor? Flipping burgers. See, our society, now that we don't have manufacturing, has turned from a producing society to a service society. And we need to make sure that those people in the service roles are actually getting paid a decent amount of money. And that's why I can't vote Republican, because they happen to be against minimum wage. They think that the free market works. But here's a little kicker. Can't have the free market without a government setting the rules. You can't. You can't. And if you people actually read a book once in a while, instead of thumping your Bibles all over the place, you'd frickin' know that. So, here's a little kitty video to get your day started, which you probably won't even see this till noon. But here's a little kitty video, because I wanted to show you Ella playing with Cole, and I just want to show you, even when she gets licked, she never gives up. And I think perseverance is a wonderful thing in a kitten, and it's amazing in humans. So have a good day, commuters.